This is Tom and Joy. I'm going to make them a dream Lego mansion. It'll have an indoor pool and this movie theater, but why would they need this if they already had their wedding, had their honeymoon, and built a dream house? Well, because I recently built Tom his own pet shop. They had lots of customers show up and that made them millionaires. So let's build them the mansion they deserve. First, I bought this $17 base plate, and I'm going to add some ocean water here. We'll need different colors, clear pieces, blue, light blue, even white pieces. Looks great, but we'll need to add some rocks in various places to set off our look. Nice. Over here, we're gonna add some sand. So I decided to go with some light tan and dark tan plates. However, I did add some green and gray here and there. But now let's finish that up with some grass out front. And I've got a pretty good idea of what I want to use this space for. In the front here, I'm gonna add these rocks all along the beach line. And I'm gonna make this look better by giving it a bunch of these Lego slopes to give it more of a rocky feel. We'll also need to make some rock walls for each of these sides. And in the back here, I'm gonna make Tom his own personal man cave. It's a literal man cave. Let's start with adding a wall along the back side of Tom's man cave. And as you can see, I did leave this huge empty space here, so I'm going to fill that with a bunch of these tall bricks, and I'm also gonna put down some plates in the bottom. But lastly, we're gonna put 2 plates on top, and I promise this will make sense here in a minute. For this next build, we'll need a bunch of these black Lego bricks. Next, I'm gonna line up some 1x2s along our bigger bricks, and I'm gonna make this look better by putting red plates all over the tops. And now Tom has his own movie theater seats. But just in case he has some friends over, let's build him yet another row of seats. I did make this row a little higher off the ground, that way the people in the back can actually see the movie. But with that, let's add some plates along the floor, that way they can see where they're walking. This looks great, but the only problem is that we still don't have a TV. Oh wait, if I just gently slide my phone in the back here, Tom and Joy will have this 17-foot Lego screen that they can watch all their movies on. Looks nice. Now over beside our seats here, I'm going to put down this carpet. On top of that, I'm gonna add this pool table. Looks very fitting for the room. Plus, Tom loves pool, so yeah. Over on this wall, we will need some pool sticks, and on the other side of the carpet here, I'm going to add this concession stand. We'll need some popcorn on top of this, some hot dogs, and the best soda in the world, Pepsi. Go ahead and fight me in the comments, I don't care, come on! Over here, I'm going to add a staircase to our second level, but before we get up there, we still have some space over here. First, I'm gonna add this door. Beside that, I'm gonna put these 2 window pieces, and I'm gonna connect it all on top with some tile. Lastly, we'll just need this shower head up here, and Tom's shower is complete. However, he will need a sink in here, and apart from that, we'll build him his own private toilet. Of all the things he could have been excited about, he was the most excited about this. But with the bathroom complete, let's put a wall out front so that Tom can have his privacy. Lastly, I'm just gonna add some picture frames on this wall, and Tom's man cave is officially complete. Joy finally did come to visit on a boat. She basically said that she was tired of waiting for her own space since Tom now has his own, so we need to start working on the second level of this house. First, I'm gonna even up the rocks out here with our tan walls. I am gonna also build these brick supports for the floor that will be up here, and with all of that done, the only thing left to do is add a bunch of smooth tile along our walls. Now let's make Joy happy. So I'm gonna start with adding the ceiling on our first level that will serve as our floor for the second level. On our rocks out here, I'm going to add these green plates, but I'm also gonna add some other colors like brown and gray, that way we have some texture in there. And now I'm going to add a bunch of this grass all around, as well as some flowers. It's looking pretty colorful out here, so I would say it's time to get onto the house. So over here where our stairs come up, I'm gonna put down this kitchen flooring all the way across here. Over here will be our living room space, so let's put that flooring over here as well. I went with this glossy, rich looking flooring. Joy seems to like it, so I think it works. But on top of this nice flooring, let's add our refrigerator. They will need this stove, as well as some drawers and this sink. I also want to add this island out here. Joy's loving the kitchen, but she might need some cabinets up top. So let's build up the walls behind our kitchen. I did leave some studs here. That way we can attach our kitchen cabinets just like that. But I just realized that they have nothing to cook with and nothing to eat. Yeah, we heard that, Tom. So let's add some forks, knives, and spoons, ketchup and mustard, a hot dog, and of course, Pepsi. I also filled the fridge with a lot of junk. Anyway, we do have this section outside. Let's just continue using our light and dark gray plates out here as well. Looks great, but there is something missing in this gap here. So I'm just gonna add 4 of these tall black windows, and this seems a bit short for the house, so let's add 4 more of these tinier black windows on top. And with that, I'm gonna add a chair here, a table here, and another chair on the other side. This will be a cool place for Tom and Joy to hang out and talk, and maybe even read a book. Anyway, let's move on over here. I'm gonna build up the walls here to create this squared in area. In here, I'm gonna add this door. I'll also add this little window piece on top of the door, and we'll finish this up with adding some bricks on top. Let's add a little porch light, nice little finishing touch. Our front porch looks good. Moving on inside, in the living room area here, I'm going to add a couch here and one more over here. Another awesome place for them to relax. Looks nice, but over in this space, I'm going to make another bathroom. Joy wants her own. What what can I say? So I decided to start with adding this checkers board flooring for this bathroom. Over here, I'm gonna add this white flooring. On top of that, I'm gonna add this door, this curved window, and a wall, and on top I'm gonna add these plates. Looks familiar, right? So behind our shower, I'll need to add this wall. We'll also need another toilet and a sink. Lastly, we'll need to add this door and build up our walls. And now Joy's bathroom is complete. She did say that Tom's not allowed to use it, I don't know why. But now it's time to add a staircase to our third level, and now I'm going to finish it off with a wall across the back of our house. However, we still have this open space in the front here. Joy said she wanted her own space just like Tom has downstairs, so I think we can make this room for her. First, I'm gonna start off with adding some light tan flooring. In the middle here, she will need her own couch. On this side, I'm gonna add this lamp. On the other side, I'm gonna add this little desk and another lamp. You can't have enough lamps. I'm also going to add this bookshelf since Joy reads books, and with that, let's add some walls in the back of this room. Yes, I meant to put this blue ceiling here, it'll make sense in a minute. But now I'm gonna add a bunch of these tall windows as well as a bunch of short ones just like we did on the other side. And just like that, our second level is complete. Tom's man cave might have been a little cooler, but Joy has an excellent view of the ocean. They still hang out up here together though. But anyway, let's get to building the floor for our third level. Up here we'll have their bedroom, but there's one special part that I wanted to add right here. First, I'm gonna add these gray plates on our floor, and on these blue plates, I'm going to add this smooth, clear tile. And now Tom and Joy have their own pool up here. This looks great, but let's get onto their bedroom. So I'm gonna start again by adding the same exact dark gray and light gray floor that we had downstairs. I did leave this spot empty over here, and that's so that I can add some more bathroom tile. In this bathroom, I'm going to add a toilet and another sink. I promise you, I'm not obsessed with bathrooms, but yeah, they probably have too many at this point. But anyway, let's add a door and some walls around this bathroom. Looking nice up here, looking nice. Over here, we'll need a bed. So I'm gonna build what I think is the equivalent size of a king-size bed in Lego. Tom and Joy both approved, so I think we're good. Next, I'm going to add 2 desks on each side of the bed. We'll also need a couple of lamps on those. Lastly, I'm gonna add them this dresser. And now our third floor is complete, so let's build up the walls on each side. And in front here, I'm going to add again some of these tall windows. I did angle the walls up here, and that way when we add our roof, it won't have to lay flat. And with that, our house is complete, but Tom and Joy were sitting around kind of bored, so we need to give them something to do. First, I bought this Lego set. It apparently comes with this sports car, so let's open the box, get out our packages, and let's go to town on building this car. It's actually really nice. It's supposed to be a Dodge Challenger, but I think with the pink on this car, it'll be a perfect car for Joy. But Tom was feeling super left out, so we need to do something for him. So I bought another Lego set. It also comes with this sports car, so let's open it up and get out the packages and go to town on building this car too. This one also has pink on it, but I think it'll fit Tom very well. So I put Tom in his brand new car, and they both seem to love their new vehicles very much, but of course not as much as they love their brand new house. Thanks for watching, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.